My bees are swarming. They're swarming out of this nuke unexpectedly, but they're definitely swarming out of it. Hi and welcome back to Devon Honey and Candles. It's the longest day of the year, it's about 27 degrees and my bees are swarming. I just came out here to film my bees for a bit and this happened literally as I'm setting up, so let's film me catching these. I've put a nuke there. I do know this queen, I've marked it as a nice queen and I've checked it last week, so it annoys me it's swarming. Okay then, let's shake these bees from the tree into the bucket and try not to knock off the camera at the same time. Let's get these bees and we will gently shake them into here. And then I will add the frames and I'm hoping the queen's in there. If the queen's in there, they'll stay in there. If not, they'll go back up. And a few will go back up anyway. Let's see if we can see a queen. Don't see a queen there. Let's see what their plan is. Well, unfortunately they seem to be going behind it. I haven't quite blocked it off enough. Not that many though. Well, I think they're probably in. Like I say, this was a nice queen. They seem quite gentle. I don't like the fact they've swarmed, but it looked like a good queen. It's very buckfasty. So maybe I should have just kept a slightly better eye on them. These guys still in the tree, a little bunch. I'll shake them into the bucket, and I suspect they'll just go in. They would go in by themselves eventually. Well, okay, let's see where they're going to go. Let's try and track them down. So they are leaving from here. They are flying up this way. Are they going to gather on the same tree? Yes, I think so. It looks like they're going to gather up there, a little bit higher. I think they've been getting honey bound. Wow, look at that. Although I'm lucky here, I'm quite far away from anyone, and the apiary is in the middle of a circle of trees effectively, so I normally catch them quite low. This is a failed beekeeping day today, using swarms like this. That's the pride a bit. This is a crazy year though. We've gone from a year where it was just hanging on to the best year I've ever seen for bees and honey so far. I've been beekeeping for about 10 years. it won't be a big swarm because unless they're absconding because it's too hot. It'll be a whole different thing. Okay, now I'm going to try and get as many as I can in. I'm not going to get all of them in. And take them down to the bees. I haven't won yet, but hopefully. Here's the hive that swarmed. Let's just have a little look and see how many bees left in here. See, not many bees. This wasn't a large hive. Now, have they just absconded because of the weather? Well, we've got brood there, brood there. Okay, as there's hardly any bees in here, and I think this is because of heat, I'm going to move these brood frames and I'm going to put them in the top of the box that they've just swarmed to. Those bees have swarmed, and I think it's because they've got too hot. So I'm going to bring the brood over here and the rest of the bees, the few that are left, and then put them in the top here, and hopefully they'll stay here. So let's take the lid off and the feeder. Now I will put this box on. And then later tonight as well, what I'll even do is I will move this entire hive back to where it came from. Right, so that's just nectar. See, whole frame of brood there, hardly any bees. Whole frame of brood there, hardly any bees. Loads of bees came out. I think I've cooked them in that wooden box. Doesn't have a ventilated floor, this box. Okay. Be interesting to see how these turn out if they've got too hot, these frames. I can't see a queen in there. I'm gonna knock the bees in. I'm going to put the feeder, well, put another frame in. Just one more frame. Well, I hope this brood hasn't got too hot. If it's hot enough for them to leave, then I think it obviously got quite hot in there. These guys definitely look like they're in there. I suspect they're much happier after absconding from their wooden hive. So keep an eye out, guys. I mean, there's lots of things that can go wrong with beekeeping, and hot temperatures is definitely one of them that can happen and is a little bit rare in the UK, so keep an eye out. Well, here are the two hives. The bees are definitely in them. Tonight I will put the ones in the grey box back close to where they started. I think I'll move it 4 foot away or something like that, just to make them think they've swarmed maybe. And the other one, I'm not sure, maybe I'll leave it there, I don't know. Nice little spot for it. Okay, let's have a look at this nice nuke that swarmed. See if there's anything left. I'll only have a quick look. See, there's lots of bees in here, I would presume. I don't have my hive tool. But I don't think they've absconded. These guys have just swarmed because I haven't checked them properly, I think. And these guys are in the shade. Whereas that other hive, there's no vented floor in it, and it's in the full sun, and all the bees have left. Luckily, I caught them in a tree and I could put them back in the same hive. It's about 8:30 at night and you can hear the bees humming. What they're doing here is fanning the nectar, and they're trying to reduce it down, turning it into honey. smell honey in the air. Pretty cool. Put it back here, and hopefully they'll be much happier in their poly double brood box. There it is, back in its place. You can see the hive that swarmed still has lots of bees in it, whereas the hive that absconded, there were no bees hardly at all left in it. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section, that would be great. Do you think that second hive absconded? I do. And have you had any problems with swarms this year? It's been a very hot year and I've had quite a few swarms this year, so let me know how you've got on.